Hi, welcome to the video on feature engineering. By the end of this topic, you will be able to describe feature engineering. So far, we have seen what a linear regression model is, see how it is represented using the equation of line, learned about the parameters that govern how well the line generalizes the data, learned how the gradient descent works intuitively and mathematically, understood the assumptions of linear regression, and implemented the linear regression model and verified the assumptions. We used the input data and found the most optimized model for the linear regression and generated output with respectable performance. Now I want to ask you a question. Is there any other way apart from just finding the best coefficients which will help us in boosting the model performance? Note that all the methods we looked at till now were around optimizing the ML algorithms or finding the optimum model. But we have not majorly focused on the data we have given to the model. We can add more data to the model so that it is able to make better predictions. We can do this in two ways. Firstly, we can add new features, that is input or independent variables to the existing data. Please note that features of a model are nothing but the input or independent variables that we use to make predictions. For example, if we are trying to predict the daily sales of a product, let's say some cold drink in your college campus, you have the given data of list of holidays, daily temperature and so on for the past sales, and using that you need to estimate the sales for the next 10 days. In this case, introducing a feature about list of holidays for the next 10 days may help to estimate the sales more correctly. And having variables like daily average temperature can also add more value to the model and will help us in estimating the sales effectively as they contribute more information and help in generation of more accurate estimates. Here, you have seen that the addition of these two variables is actually helping us to better estimate the sales in the next 10 days. Another way to improve the model performance is by using the existing data more effectively. Here, we are saying that we can generate more information or signals using the existing features to predict the relationship between independent and dependent variables. Suppose you want to predict whether a customer will be able to pay a loan or not, and you have the details of the customer like the application date, city, birth year, gender, income, etc. Here we have application date and birth year, and using these two features we can calculate the age of the customer. This new variable age may impact the performance of the model, and we will be able to predict the default rate of customer better, right? We can also generate another new variable using existing income variable. Currently, income is a continuous variable and we can divide the income into different bands. For example, low income, high income, average income and so on. So in this case, you saw that we have used existing variables to generate new variables like age and income band. This technique of generating new features using the existing features is called feature engineering. Now that you have got an idea, let us now put a formal definition to feature engineering. Feature engineering is the science of extracting more information from existing data. You do not have any new data here, but you actually make the data you already have more useful with respect to the problem in hand. Note that we said that with respect to the problem in hand. So having fair knowledge of the domain will always help you to build better features. So we would recommend you understand the problem statement and the domain well, as this will help you build better and relevant features. Now, I want you to sit back and recall the features that we had in Transformed Housing Data 2.csv and think, have we performed any feature engineering so far? We will find out as we learn about the different types of feature engineering. We can broadly divide feature engineering into two subcategories: feature preprocessing and feature generation. Let us briefly define these two. Feature processing refers to changing, updating, or transforming the existing features. In this case, we do not create a new feature, but make the same features more informative. The other category is feature generation. This is where we generate new features from the existing features. But how is feature preprocessing different from feature generation? Feature generation refers to creating new features from the existing data and not simply transforming the values of existing features. We will look at each of these categories in more detail in the forthcoming videos. Stay tuned.